The word insecurity is a word that I've heard my whole life, but I never knew the meaning of the word and I never gave it much thought. It was a word that was in the dictionary, but it was completely irrelevant to me. I did not care for the word. All I knew is that it was a bad word, so I just deleted it from my brain, never thought about it. But these past few months, that word has really been on my mind for a while now, ever since I actually learned what the word meant. Insecure, having insecurities, it's things about yourself, whether that's your appearance or your personality, that you really do not like and really burns you to the ground. It affects you every day. It kills your mental health because of these insecurities that you have. And as soon as I found out the proper meaning of insecure, and what insecurities does to us men and women, but this is a man channel, so I'm talking about men here. What insecurities does to men, it really just made me think that, you know, there's only one choice. I only have one choice. About a year ago, I watched a Tristan Tate live stream, and somebody donated to him, asking him a question saying, how do you stay so disciplined? How are you so good at staying disciplined and not, losing momentum? And Tristan Tate simply responded with a sigh and said, man, what choice do I have to be disciplined? I have to be disciplined or life is over. If I'm not disciplined in life, I'm not going to grow, I'm not going to improve, I'm not going to reach my goals, I'm not going to become successful and get to where I want to be. And I never forgot that. That's something that I bet no other human on this earth has remembered, but that is something that has stuck with me. I can't find the original clip because it was such a specific thing and it was such like a small thing that no one really paid much attention to. I mean, maybe I could find a clip on YouTube, but I don't know, I haven't really tried. Anyways, doesn't matter. The point is, as soon as I learned what the word insecure means, it really did make me think of this quote in more detail. Like, insecurities, they rule us, they rule our lives, right? Like I said, whether it's physical, mental, something to do with other people, insecurities kill us. And the only way to defeat those insecurities is to be disciplined and work hard. And you'll notice that slowly your insecurities will go. If you're insecure about being skinny, lift weights. If you're insecure about being fat, run on a treadmill. There's always solutions. Most of the time, there's always solutions to your insecurities. And insecurities that you can't control as much or can't control at all, like born with one arm or like a physical defect, right? Those are just things you have to embrace. And I know it's easier said than done, and that's not something I can really speak about too much because obviously I don't have any physical defects. But it's either, to be fair, this is another quote from Tristan Tate, actually. Freaking Tristan Tate video this is. It's either you go along the train track and keep pushing forward or you fall off, right? There's only one or two options in life. It's black and white. There's no gray. There's no in between. You either keep pushing and embrace your insecurity or you fall off and you let it destroy you. You let your insecurity own you. And that's when men do silly things to themselves, like, kill themselves or kill other people. I don't know, like men can go insane. We call women emotional this, emotional that, but men can be very emotional as well. Men can get angry and murder someone. Men can get sad and end their own lives. You know what I mean? So always keep that in mind, that you are, as a man, you are also very emotional. But as men, we have to control our emotions. Women can get away with, lashing out at times. If a man lashes out, they are weak. They are weak-minded, right? That's the whole point of why I promote meditation, because it's so important to be conscious of your negative emotions so you can avoid them. Being conscious of what the word insecurity means is a blessing and a curse. Let's talk about how it's a curse first. It's a curse in the short term because you're learning about insecurities and then you think to yourself, wait, I'm insecure about this. I'm insecure about this as well, and this and this and this. And you start to notice more and more things that you're insecure about now that you've learned what this word insecure means. And it really does damage you, but at the same time, damage, pain, suffering, fear, stress, negativity is what makes a man grow. I can't speak for women. I'm pretty sure a woman doesn't thrive as much on negativity as men do, right? Like, if a woman was if a woman was crying in front of you, right, you wouldn't say to her, "Oh, come on, man up." You know what I mean? That's where the term "man up" comes from, because that advice works on more men than women. You can't say to a woman, "Oh, grow up, stop crying, just got to be strong and stuff." That doesn't work on women. Women need comfort, at least in the moment, right? Where men, you can kind of get away with saying, "Man, stop being a little freaking wimp. Get up, keep working, keep pushing, get up off the ground, and keep grinding." It works best for men than women. The point of what I'm trying to say is, us men can only grow and get to where we want to be by going through hard times, right? Hard times create strong men, the famous quote, right? And so on and so on. Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men create strong times. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure I got that right. That'd be embarrassing if I didn't. But you have to look at the negatives as positives. Negativity is growth. So when you just want to be in your comfort zone all the time and want to avoid negativity as best as possible, like, oh man, it's such a simple rule that people will never understand, right? I know people that are guilty of this to this day, and I try to tell them, like, bro, you gotta lock in. You gotta just like think of the long term, not the short term, and then you can't change a person 100% unless they want to change themselves, so it's a thing where what am I trying to say, it takes time for them to change. But in the long term, being conscious of your insecurities is a blessing, right? Because then gives you the ability to do specific things to take away those insecurities. So let's say you're insecure about, I don't know, acne, for example. I'm someone that knows a lot about acne, and I've still got acne right now, to be honest. Skin's been crashing out the last couple months, but it's getting better. You can then, now you're conscious of that insecurity, you can do stuff to remove it. You can go to the doctors, you can get specific cream and pills to help you out, right? As I've been doing, right? But if you weren't conscious of your insecurity, you didn't even know what the word insecurity meant, you were just trying to block it out of your head, just escape from it, it's never going to be solved. It's a quick fix is never the answer most of the time. You need to be humbled in life. You need to go through that humble stage to grow. You need to feel like you're weak. You need to hate yourself. You need to feel inferior to everyone else to grow. If you felt like you were the best all the time, you wouldn't want to work hard. You wouldn't want to be disciplined, because you think to yourself, why do I have to go through hard times? I'm already the best. I should just be the best and feel good at the same time, right? So you have to, and this is why, like, kids that have like billionaire parents or like the freaking royal family, they're never gonna be like as masculine and strong and tough as a random kid from the freaking projects, right? Because they, whether it's conscious or subconscious, I'm not saying everyone in the royal family or every rich kid thinks they're the best, right? But subconsciously, you believe you are something. Like, you think you are the S word, right? You think you're that guy because of your money, because of who you are, right? Whether it's conscious or subconscious. And that just, you have no reason to push yourself to be disciplined and work hard and reach goals, because you feel like you've already accomplished. You feel like you're already accomplished, right? Your parents are rich. Your dad is the freaking king or the prince of freaking England. Like, you've got no reason to work hard. That's why I say, that's why Andrew Tate, I guess, says you need the best way someone's life can go is if they started off like dead poor, like I'm talking struggle to eat every day, to then making millions. Because the more poorer you are, and I've talked about this before, the more poorer you are and the more you hate your life, you have to specifically hate your life. The more you hate your life, the more you are going to, it's not even going to be discipline, it's going to be more motivation. You're going to want to work hard because you're going to want to retire your parents, retire yourself. You're going to want to make money and live the dream life that you see on the internet and the media and all these celebrities living. You're going to be wanting to live that life. But you see someone that's like middle class, for example, they're going to be satisfied with their life to the point where they don't even want to be like rich, because they're already satisfied. They're never going to like get to the top, whereas a poor person is going to want to get to the top. Has a poor person ever wanted to like, I just want to be middle class? No. Like, if you're poor, your one dream is to be rich, is to have a lot of money, right? I shouldn't speak for every poor person, but most people that are poor are jealous of rich people, right? Let's be honest. Middle class people are more acceptant with their life. They don't mind being in the middle, right? But if you're poor, you hate your life more, meaning you need to compensate. You need to be the best. I don't want to be the worst anymore. I want to be the best now. But been yapping on for too long about this. But the point is, you need to be humble. You need to go through those stages of grief and sadness and stress to grow. And I think that's everything I've wanted to say in this video. So to sum everything up, use your insecurities to your advantage. If you're insecure, don't just try and hide from it, because that's only a temporary plaster on the problem, right? The problem's never gonna go until you face it. You dive into the problem and you fix it. So keep that in mind. Stay disciplined, stay strong, keep at it, and you'll notice one less insecurity going, each day. That's kind of unrealistic. Each week, maybe, right? If you lift weights for a couple months, I'm sure you're gonna notice some progress and you're gonna be less insecure about your body. And if you work at your business, for example, or just be productive with anything, you're gonna be less insecure with yourself overall, right? Like, a lot of the time I'm insecure with myself because I feel like I'm not working hard enough and I feel like I'm a loser, and I need to just stop playing that victim card of, I'm a loser, I can't do it. Yes, I can. Anyone could do it if they just do it, right? Easier said than done. Anyone could do it if they just put their mind to it. And I know it's generic cringe advice, and I know, when I hear generic cringe advice, it makes me kind of cringe as well, but most generic standard advice is true. And I got a comment saying, oh bro, a couple months ago, oh bro, your advice is just too standard, bro. It's just everyone knows that. If everyone knows to be disciplined and put their mind to where they want to be, then why isn't everyone successful, right? Because even though it's a common phrase, common advice, nobody's really taking the advice. It's almost like the advice is too common to the point where they don't care, right? So like I said, be conscious of your insecurities and channel that energy, channel that anger, sadness, stress into discipline. Thank you for watching. As always, take care and peace. If you have enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. If you want to join in on my journey, obviously this YouTube channel is not only a YouTube channel where I give advice to you, the audience, but I also talk about my life a bit as well. And I have a few videos on my channel talking about my own life problems and what I'm going to do in my life. So if you're interested in that and interested in this journey, consider subscribing, hitting the bell notification, liking the video, and yeah, all right. Take care, guys. Peace.